Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, I'm the Get Fit Guy, and this is part one of a two-part special series on detoxing, and whether detoxing really is a myth. This week, we're going to delve into what detoxing really is, and what toxins are, and how you can detox if you actually can detox. And then in the next episode, we're going to get into all sorts of nitty-gritty topics when it comes to detox, including, yes, colon cleanses and miracle cleanses. So let's jump into this week's topic, whether detoxing is really a myth. And last week, The Guardian actually released an article entitled, "You Can't Detox Your Body. It's a Myth, so how do you get healthy?" In that article, the author said, detoxing, the idea that you can flush your system of impurities and leave your organs squeaky clean and raring to go, is a scam. It's a pseudo-medical concept designed to sell you things. So, is this true? Is detoxing just a sham? Well, as we go into the new year, when diets are all the rage, it's important for you to know the truth about detoxing. So we're about to discover whether detoxing is really a myth. Now, let's start by looking at what toxins really are, because it's important to begin with an understanding of what it is that we're discussing. No matter how clean you live your life, just about everybody shows some evidence of a buildup of toxins. Now, when the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, also known as the CDC, conducted the fourth national report on human exposure to environmental chemicals pretty recently, they found some shocking results. On average, the report found 212 chemicals in people's blood or urine, 75 of which had never before been measured in the U.S. population. And these chemicals included things like acrylamide, which is formed when foods are baked or fried at high temperatures and as a byproduct of cigarette smoke. Arsenic, which is of course found in many home building products. Environmental phenols, including something called bisphenol A, which you may know as BPA, found in plastics, food packaging, and epoxy resins. And triclosan, which is actually used as an antibacterial agent in personal care products like toothpaste and hand soap. Perchlorate, which is used in airplane fuel, explosives, and fireworks. Perfluorinated chemicals, used to create non-stick cookware. Polybrominated diphenyl ethers, and this is used in fire retardants found in consumer products such as the mattress that's probably sitting in your bedroom right now. And volatile organic compounds, also known as VOCs, which are found in paints, air fresheners, cleaning products, cosmetics, upholstery, fabrics, carpets, dry cleaned clothing, wood preservatives, paint strippers, and more. So, when combined, these chemicals can potentially present a toxic burden to the human body, and as the CDC has found, can accumulate in blood, urine, and tissues. While your body does indeed actually have detoxification organs that can process many of these chemicals and toxins, specifically your liver and your kidneys, exposure to these chemicals could potentially cause medical problems if your liver and kidneys aren't functioning properly or are overburdened with, say, a poor diet. So, if detoxing really does work, how would it do so? Well, we can look straight to the two organs that I just mentioned, your kidneys and your liver. While the kidneys are indeed an important filtration mechanism for removing waste and excess water from the body, it's actually the liver that has the more crucial job when it comes to detoxification. Along with filtering your blood to remove toxins, your liver uses what's called a two-phase process to break down chemicals and toxins. During phase 1, toxins are neutralized and broken into smaller fragments. Then, in phase 2, they're bound to other molecules, creating new, non-toxic molecules that can be excreted in bile, urine, or stool. But in order for this liver detoxification to work properly, your body does need to have adequate nutrients. If not, the phase 1 and phase 2 processes may not work properly, which can leave toxic substances to build up in your body. And yes, over in the show notes, over at quickanddirtytips.com, I am going to give you plenty and plenty of scientific references for what I'm talking about. And you can go check those out at the show notes for this episode, episode number 216. So the specific nutrients that support these liver detox pathways include things such as your B vitamins like B2, B3, B6, B12, and folic acid, flavonoids found in fruits and vegetables, foods rich in vitamin A, C, and E like carrots, oranges, and almonds, glutathione, which is found in things like avocado, watermelon, asparagus, walnuts, fresh fruits and vegetables, and also the nutrients N-acetylcysteine, cysteine, and methionine, which are also found in many of those foods as well as in many animal proteins, along with branched-chain amino acids, which are also found in animal proteins like dairy products, red meat, and eggs. And finally, phospholipids, which you'll find in eggs, meats, organ meats, fish, and soybeans. Now, all of those different vitamins and nutrients that I just described are very important for your phase 1 liver detox pathway. For your phase 2 liver detox pathway, you need a different set of nutrients, including indole-3 carbinol, which is found in cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and other mildly stinky vegetables. Limonene, which is found in oranges, tangerines, caraway seeds, and dill seeds. Glutathione appears once again as being helpful for that phase 2 detox pathway, and as a reminder, that's something you'll find in things like avocado, watermelon, asparagus, walnuts, fresh fruits and vegetables, and yes, even some compounds that are sold as detox supplements. Fish oil, and finally, amino acids from protein. Now, multiple studies that I will, again, link to in the show notes have demonstrated the efficacy of these nutrients for supporting proper liver detox pathway and liver function. So, when it comes to actual detoxing products, how would they theoretically work? Well, the first claim in the article from The Guardian is based on this quote from a professor of complementary medicine at Exeter University named Edzard Ernst, and he says, there are two types of detox. One is respectable and the other isn't. The respectable one is the medical treatment of people with life-threatening drug addictions. The other is the word being hijacked by entrepreneurs, quacks, and charlatans to sell a bogus treatment that allegedly detoxifies your body of toxins you're supposed to have accumulated. The article then goes on to explain that when it comes to products that range from dietary supplements to smoothies and shampoos, not one of the manufacturers can actually define what they mean by detoxification or name the toxins these products are supposed to remove. However, just because a manufacturer of, say, spirulina powder can't say how it works doesn't mean that there isn't actually scientific evidence for its potential to remove toxins from the body. For example, cyanobacteria is a specific type of bacteria found in spirulina that is an accumulator, also known as a biosorbent of heavy minerals. It does this via a process called ion exchange binding, and this can significantly reduce heavy metal toxicity in tissue. In fact, 100 micrograms, a very small amount of spirulina extract, has been shown to remove over 85% of arsenic in tissue. At a dose of 250 to 500 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, a slightly higher amount, spirulina has been shown to prevent metal toxicity in pregnant rats' offspring when the mothers were given fluoride. And spirulina has also been noted to reduce lead accumulation in brain tissue, to protect against heavy metal cadmium buildup, and to attenuate mercury accumulation in the testes. Now, granted, spirulina is one of the few molecules in existence that has a really large body of evidence to support its detoxifying activity, but other compounds, including dandelion extract, ginseng, and zinc, have also been clinically proven to reduce heavy metal buildup. And while heavy metals are only one form of toxin that can accumulate in your tissues, there is no doubt that science has proven that these toxins can indeed be removed via the use of specific detox compounds we find in nature or, yes, in the health food aisle of your supplement store. So when the article in The Guardian guffaws at the idea of superfoods such as spirulina, evidence suggests that there's more to the story. Take milk thistle extract as another example, which is another popular detox or cleansing supplement. While the article in The Guardian would have you to believe there is no value whatsoever in consuming this type of nutrient, studies do indeed show that milk thistle actually protects and promotes the growth of liver cells, fights oxidation, which is a process that damages cells, and actually blocks toxins from entering the cell membrane. Now, silymarins, which are a group of antioxidants extracted from the seeds of milk thistle, have antioxidant properties several times greater than that of vitamin C and vitamin E. In fact, silibin, a type of silymarin, has been shown to be especially effective in promoting liver health. Milk thistle also helps to enhance detoxification by preventing the depletion of glutathione, which you'll remember I talked about earlier and is necessary for that phase 2 liver detoxification. We can also look to farming for another example of detoxification of dangerous materials that have bioaccumulated in a living organism. Glyphosate, the active ingredient in herbicide used on crops around the world, has been shown to cause gut and genetic damage as it builds up in the bodies of animals. Because of this, some farmers use activated charcoal and humic acid, which is a clay-like substance extracted from soil, to detox their cattle after the animals have been exposed to glyphosate chemicals while feeding. Well, as you can see from the examples I've given you so far, to claim that detox supplements and diets simply don't work is a gross oversimplification. While there may not be any evidence for the efficacy of that cayenne pepper, lemon, and maple syrup juice cleanse your coworker has been bragging about, evidence for other nutrients' detoxification capacity actually does exist. Well, stay tuned, because next week I'm going to discuss whether colon cleanses actually cleanse. And I'll give you practical tips to help your liver and kidneys detox your body naturally with no cayenne pepper, maple syrup, or lemon juice starvation diets required. If you have more questions, however, about what I've talked about so far, head over to facebook.com/getfitguy and ask your questions or join the conversation over there. And until next time, I'm Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.